So I went to backtrack to use the empty vase because we had just gotten that from the big guy here. We gave him the winder. And because of that, we had gotten the power ring as one of the better accessories that we can get in the game. Really isn't for many of the main attacks that we use to set up combos. Now, at this point, the trading quest does branch off. I should say it does continue on. You usually skip it because one of the items that we get for it, we get later on anyway. Because I usually use the power ring anyway, so I usually just skip some of it. And then later on, it actually branches off into a secondary part. So we're pretty much done with the trading quest. You can continue on. There is a person a couple towns over that if you give them the power ring, they give you something in return. And I usually skip that because I think you get medicine, and then you give the medicine to somebody else, and they give you like a magic book or something like that. The magic book is also pretty good because that increases the strength of those special attacks. The power ring pretty much just increases the regular attacks, but yeah, the spell book is pretty decent itself. But for now, that's pretty much it of the trading quest. And we made it back to the halfway point here. So, we can continue on. And I believe that up there is a score piece. Now, I was thinking, when it comes to the score pieces, we can actually get these near the end of this playthrough. They're not necessarily missable. We can go back to different places later on. Right now, some of the places are kind of blocked off. So I believe I can actually hop down here and go around, but I think I'm just going to continue. Oh yeah, that's for a different one. Yeah, let's get this one. One of these is the score pieces.
Come on, let's go. Show me what you've got.
But yeah, I was thinking when it comes to the score pieces, I believe I could just get them later on. So that's the plan. Set up some combos here. Yeah, I missed it. I've been doing pretty good with that one. Yeah, I gotcha. Gonna do that long range. Just a little bit more for this guy, and we can switch over to the. Alright.
Are you catching on yet? Take that.
Not bad. What's up then? Yeah, I was also checking out a couple of the game guides because I was pretty sure that we could get another power ring, and it turns out we can. So it's definitely beneficial. When it comes to the spell books, we can for a little while have a second one, but because of the second half of the trading quest, we unfortunately have to give one away. So it's kind of what I usually like to do with this anyway, is keep the power rings. But yeah, the spellbook is definitely good in itself because it increases the attack of the special attacks we get to use, like Sun Slash or Heal Arrow or stuff like that. So yeah, definitely worth it. Wind Blow, weapon for Viola. Well, I'm not really moving around too much, so I suppose I could just give her this one because I do have the attack. Guess I gotta fight this guy. Because he looks like he's in the way. Alright, I'm gonna move to this side because I want to use Night Fist. This has a little bit of range to it. that attack coming into play. Yeah, already knocked that one out. Yeah, these are one of the few guys that actually don't disappear, like that little blue mist. These actually just pass out. I don't know where he's going. That was odd. Yeah, because all the other enemies, they pretty much just disappear. But I believe this is the only enemy that, like, just falls down. It looks like... Okay, I can go down here more. Okay, so another chest. What is in this one? Angel Trumpet. Okay. And it looks like I gotta hop down here to go that way. Let's see. I think I actually have to go... Yeah, I had to go a little bit farther for this part. Doesn't seem... Oh, okay. Well, that works. It almost looked like I wasn't able to pass him by. Yeah, this guy's in aggro. There we go. I think there might be something over that way. Yeah, the big reason I want to get the score pieces too is that some of the accessories that we could get from that are definitely some of the better ones because they give, for example, there's one that gives you one of these statuses. I think it's there's one that gives you burst, which doubles the attack but halves your defense, which is really good. You don't really have to worry about defense too much. Okay, here's another one. Recovery gloves. Yeah, and there's also there's one that gives you shining body, which gives you pretty much sunlight, so you can only use light attacks, which is really good. And I believe there's another one that gives you the shadow body, which casts a shadow on you, so you can only use dark attacks. So, yeah, a lot of accessories like that are really good, especially if you want to set up like very specific builds. Like Viola, you could have like a heal build, because some of her healing are light type. Okay, that's not too bad. We can probably give this to someone that needs a little bit of health. He did have this with that. Oh, and by the way, a lot of the buffs and whatnot can stack. So if I were to equip Crescent Blade, that's 10% at the beginning of the turn with that, on top of this one as well. So that would turn into 20%. So that can happen in here. So definitely keep a hold on some of the weapons that you get on here, because you might also try out some of the weaker ones, because they're still usable. So, let's give him that. Still would like to give him a little bit of that attack, though. Yeah, it's still pretty beneficial. And I believe that's it for over here. Alright, we could just head right over. Let's see anything up there. Okay. And we could just continue on, because we should be just about done. Oh, neutralizing stone is cracked. And now we got a cutscene. Because we have a boss. And this one can move pretty quick. But he's not too bad. Stick on Squidward first. Let me get a heal. There we go. There we go. Yeah, a couple of goofy attacks, but not too bad of a boss.
Did I make your eyes spin?
I missed that first one, but I was able to get that second one. Alright, let's head over here.
Snowclaw!
Yeah, that tends to happen sometimes. That's alright. That's alright. I'll keep the combo here so I can... There we go. Ah, there we go. Alright, I'm gonna build with falsetto here. Nice, got the 24.
Frost, the sun is on the mountain. A single touch. Snowclaw!
Some of that missed. That was a really good critical hit at the end of that. Ooh, set up a Hawkeye. And this one will make the next special attack against it even stronger. Ooh, got it. Alright, so I will build this up a little bit. Go to the other side with the falsetto here. Yeah, so that was pretty good. Oh, he revived. Oh, sneaky, sneaky. That's alright. It's alright.
The sun is on the mountain.
Doing pretty good.
A single touch. Snowclaw!
Some of that missed again. 20,000.
Are you catching
Alright,
on?
I'll have Allegretto take it. Oh, alright, there we go. Alright, so I gotta get out of the shadow here so I can use heal arrow. Good heal.
Heal arrow! Bullseye! Thank you.
Not bad. Alright, so I do want to stay in the sunlight here because Snowclaw hits quite a bit. Not bad.
Are you
I gotta
catching
move a
on
little bit
yet?
for Allegretto. Okay, not too bad. Yeah, I'll do the same thing here. Build with Viola, then switch over to falsetto so she can take him out with Snowclaw here. I don't think it's gonna get the kill
The
though.
sun is on the mountain. A single touch. Snowclaw!
Oh, look at that, it did. Nice.
That was a good fight.
And another set of recover gloves. Really good.
That feels
Alright,
good.
I don't think we're getting anything for Allegretto. Okay.
Not bad.
Same with falsetto. Okay. Alright, that's it for this place. We can move on.
At last, we made it. I didn't think we'd ever get back after we fell into that river.
What do you mean we made it? There's nothing here.
It's no wonder you're confused. You can't see it, but the town of Andante is right under your feet. It's underground?
That's what she said.
Yes, though it's not that impressive. But it's more than enough for us to live comfortably.
After all, we are a rebel army. We're supposed to be underground, right?
This is Andantino's headquarters. Everyone here is one of us. Please make yourselves at home. Falsetto, would you mind showing our guests around the town?
No problem.
Okay, we'll go on ahead. When you get tired of sightseeing, come and join us.
Uh-huh.
Where are you going?
To the house we've been using as a base. It's right on the shore of Lake Reverb. Basically, it's our hideout. It's a short walk from here.
Later.
Well, let's get going.
Yeah, so for now we're down to 3. Allegretto, viola, and falsetto. Another reason why I pretty much wanted to stick with falsetto, because at this point we're just down to 3, like I said. So, we can take a look at the town. I don't know if we could go past it, though. We might be able to. Because I believe we actually encounter another one of the score piece NPCs here. I think it's this guy. Lonely Pitch, yeah. In the end, people who crowd themselves together are all weak apart. I never want to become such a person. Yeah, so long as I have the music of loneliness, I need nothing more. Yeah, so I don't think I have what I did for him. See if we have anything else over here. I don't think so. Didn't get a prompt. Man, the wind is cold. Maybe I'll go back to town and get some hot soup first. Yeah, so we can't do anything over here yet. Alright, so we'll just head over to Andantino. You just head into the cave. See what this guy has to say. You're not one of us. How'd you get in here? Oh, I see. Jazz brought you. Don't tell anyone about this place. Yeah, I would imagine so, because it's a rebel hideout. And here we are, on Dantino. Yeah, this place has a score piece somewhere, and it also has an NPC that you can play a score piece with. Yeah, like I said, for now I'm going to skip some of the score pieces, because we don't have enough of them yet. It's inside a cave, huh? Wow. There's nothing special on the inside, really. Anyway, let's go on in. Still, it's actually a pretty decent cave. Andantino isn't a violent organization bent on indiscriminate terrorism. Forte just doesn't realize how angry other people are about what's going on. To make them take notice, we target only their important facilities. We make sure that no civilians are hurt by our actions. Not a bad idea. Whoa, that smells good. I think it's corned beef. I bet it's rations for the soldiers. Two. Oh. I think this is somebody of importance. Rather than live a comfortable life submitting to those in power, I want to fight for the weak who are made to suffer at their hands. I have great respect for Jazz, and this organization is built. Sorry. I'd give my life for Jazz's sake. I have no idea how you pronounce it. Chacone? I think the desire for free people from oppression is very noble, but I don't want Etude to throw his life away. What's the use of freedom if it costs you your life? A world of freedom is meaningless to me without it. I smell honey. I love eating bread with honey. Alright, let's move on. Let's see if we find anything else. Welcome to the infirmary. It may not be big, but we're equipped to handle just about any injury. In an organization like this, it's not unusual to see patients with serious injuries. My job is to sew it back up before that young lives bleed out of them. Here comes the yawning. Lately, I'm seeing a lot of youngsters glorifying the idea of becoming martyrs for the cause. You can't build a future if you're not alive to do it. Death is not glamorous. He's got a point. It's a medical textbook. Let's see what it says. Treatment of external injuries, medicine. Mineral powder produces fast results but causes heavy side effects. Flora powder takes some time to work but has no side effects. It's lot of medicine here. Of course, there's no mineral powder, though. Alright, let's see what this guy says. Jazz is an amazing man. He has the conviction to risk his own life to protect the leader. He's calm and composed and has wherewithal to charge forward without losing sight of his objective. And he never abandons a comrade. It's because we have a man like that as our leader that I'm willing to pledge myself to Andantino. Oh yeah, a lot of people respect Jazz. Don't tell anyone you heard it from me, but Jazz and Claves are rival. I sure hope having our top brass in love with each other doesn't affect their objectivity. I'm sure Falsetto is none too happy about it. Why is that, you ask? It's because she's... Well, anyway, there are a few reasons. Yeah, I think we can all guess at this point. There is kind of a love triangle between Jazz, Falsetto, and Claves that we will see later on, so we can just move on from now. Sullen Melody. Okay, here we go. What do you want? Score piece? Huh? Why should I do that? Oh, fine. I don't think I have the right one for her. We could probably check. Oh, maybe this one, actually. Let's try this one. Well, that wasn't bad. Maybe an A? Boo! That was terrible. You owe me an apology. Yeah, I guess it wasn't the right one. Don't see anything over here, huh? Yo. Men aren't the only ones who come here to support Jazz. There are also lots of women who oppose the government, but most of us don't take part in combat. We stay here to guard our children and homes, though we may not go out and fight. Why are we yawning so much? Sorry, I'm really sorry about that. Our thoughts are with the men. Maybe you haven't seen me before. Are you new? Guess that means I'm not the new guy anymore. The training is rough, but only in the beginning, and you'll get used to waking up early, don't worry. Feel free to ask me anything. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. Ah, we got a shop. Take a look around. Don't mind if I do. It's probably stuff I can sell anyway. Don't need poison bloods. We can junk that. Some branch sword and crescent blade. Might as well. Bat umbrella we could get rid of. Yeah, we can get rid of this one as well. Barrel. That. I think we just got something for Jazz. He's good. And fencing saber. I think we're good as well. And accessories, I don't sell. Alright, let's see what we got. Yeah, there we go. Oh, so a base plus 20 plus a light plus 47. Okay, that's not too bad. Yeah, so really good against dark types. Monkey bow, and we just got a bow too, didn't we? And a weapon for falsetto. A chance of slowing the enemy on hit. I will actually get that. And we might as well get the bow for her. That's not bad. I do like the light plus 47 though. I think I'll skip it for now. Okay, mammoth armor, tiger armor, that's a good one. Let's see, silk dress. Give that to falsetto. Oh, meant to go to this one. What am I here? Buy a few of these. Star cookies. Get a few of these. A few of these we don't need. Okay. Nice, good amount of stuff here. Yeah, because we had just gotten wind blow, so either way. Alright, tiger armor, silk dress, and power strike. And since we have recovery gloves on Allegrado, Viola's pretty much good because she has healing and I gave her a bunch of attack stuff. We can give these recovery gloves to falsetto. So that'll definitely be just fine. So we'll double check the attacks here, and we should be good. Okay. Sultan's body is his weapon. How about it? Are you up for some Andantino special training? Pass. Oh, a little bit of a cutscene. Why aren't we attacking Forte? Gaz is overly cautious. Yeah, we're just gonna have to take matters into our own hands. Right, it's time to put our plan into action. Shh, keep your voice down. Can we really pull it off on our own? Yeah, it'd be nice if we had someone to back us up if things go sour. How about asking Etude? He can hold his own in a fight. Etude practically worships Yaz. You really think he'd go along with this? Yeah, I'm sure. But knowing him standing around doing nothing is like this is probably driving him nuts. That's the kind of man he is. Sounds good. All that's left is to pick a time to enact a plan. According to intelligence reports. Oh boy. What are you three doing? Falsetto! Nothing, ma'am. Well, we're done cleaning the room. Guess we'll head back now. Yeah. Please, excuse us. Oh boy. I don't think that causes an issue or something, but it's definitely interesting that we have people in the rebel group that are definitely wanting a fight. I mean, it's not the real... That's not the reason why you have a rebel cause. I mean, you kind of want to stop fighting. But, regarding the vulnerable areas within Forte territory, I don't understand any of this. Regarding foods Waltz doesn't like, this seems pretty simple. Don't tell anyone you heard it from me. There are some nasty rumors floating around about the mineral powder. For example, have you heard the stories about the test subjects that took it before it was sold? They say it fried the brain of the first guy who tried it. Hey, there's a note stuck in here. Search around the stone pillar. I think that leads to a score piece. I'll skip that. Wow. Yeah, I won't have to cry about it. Yeah, but what's wrong? Oh, hello, falsetto. Well, take a look at this. Whoa, this is unusual. It's a simile flower, isn't it? I didn't think any of these still existed. But it looks like it's wilting. Yeah, we don't have any water for it. Water? There's tons of water right outside. Nah, simile flowers needs water for the simile spring. If you give them ordinary water, they'll die in no time. Then you just need to go get water from that spring, right? Don't be ridiculous. To get to the spring, you have to go through the cemetery. I don't want to go through that creepy place. You're a father, aren't you? But they say monsters live there. What if they eat me? Oh. Alright. Jeez. Poor thing. Allegretto, how about we go get that water? What? Think of it as your good deed for the day. Since when are you so nice, Viola? I'm always nice. I've always been nice. Come on, stop grumbling and let's go. Alright, so that's the plan. We're gonna go help out. Help out with the flowers. Oh, they talked to you before. This whole place was ordinarily just a patch at Sonata cemetery. When we first came here, flowers bloomed everywhere. Similar flowers. They glow in the dark and are really beautiful. But as the town grew, they gradually decreased in numbers. You don't see any of them anymore. People say monsters inhabit Monto Cemetery. It's an ancient legend in this land. Most people believe in and fear those kinds of things. That's why we build our hideout here. To the cemetery. And, watch out for ghosts. Spooky. Yeah, so we're going to be here for a little bit. It's going to be a little bit of a back and forth because this place has a couple of doors that we have to unlock. You see those little bits of fog? The little purple one to the left and the two red ones in the background. We have to find this corresponding light to unlock it. Yeah, so we pretty much have to have certain candlesticks lit. Yeah, so we're gonna have to go a little bit. And it looks like we can see somebody. It's a ghost. So this is where you went. Your dad's worried about you. It isn't safe here. You should go straight home. But I can't. Somebody's got to get that water for my little sis. You're a good brother for thinking of your sister, but you shouldn't make your father worried about you. Just hurry home, and don't worry, we'll get the water for your sister. But it's not easy to get to the Simile Spring. See? With that fog there, the way to the spring is blocked. What? By that fog? My father always calls it the Goblin's Grudge or something, whatever that means. Whoa, it's true. I can't go a single step further. What do we have to do? See that candlestick over there? When the candle is on it is lit, the fog disappears. It comes right back as soon as the candle goes out, though. Hey, wait. If the candle is lit, why isn't the fog disappearing? Look, you see that other candlestick there? When there are two candlesticks, you have to light both candles on them, or the fog won't disappear. Okay, I got it. So we just need to light a flame on this candle. Oh, it can't just be any flame. If you look carefully, you'll see that each of the candlesticks has its own color. The candle won't light if the flame's not the same color as the candlestick. So that means we gotta find a green flame to get rid of this fog. Well, since we need more than one flame, let's start by taking this red one. Yeah, so we could do this several times. If we find one, we can actually take it back and use it on a different door. I see, so that's how you take the flame. There should be other flames somewhere in the cemetery. Okay, got it. We'll have to find the other flame to get rid of the fog and pass through. You really think you could do it? Oh, absolutely. It'll be no problem at all. If there's a cute girl involved, this guy will find a way to make it happen. Right, Allegretto? I don't want my sister to be sad. She's kind of cute, so please do whatever you can. Poor Allegretto. Alright, alright. I promise we'll help her. Just go home and wait for us there. Alright, so we gotta find a door. Okay, so we got a blue one over here. No, I believe the first we can do is actually to the right. Right here. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, so pretty simple. Just do a little bit of backtracking with this. Enter different spots to get even more of the flames, and we're good to go. And pretty much take out any of the monsters that we find, if we so choose. Not bad. Ooh, good.
Are you catching on yet?
There we go. Should be just or not. Nice.
What did you expect?
YOLO. Alright, did we get anything at 25? No. Okay, so I'm thinking the next one we get is probably like level 30. Alright, so nothing over here. Yeah, we will find some decent equipment in here as well. So, we can definitely take our time. But it doesn't hurt to get a few of these guys too. Because like I said, we don't really have to farm in this first playthrough, because the levels we get are pretty decent enough. I only do it because of Heal Arrow. For the most part, you don't really need to. Because you could just run around and attack them all and you could do decently. When it does come to the New Game Plus, however, there are probably a couple of spots that you do need to. Because some of the attacks that we get for the characters are actually really good when we do use them. Pretty much Heal Arrow right off the bat when we get Viola. We get a couple of attacks for Salsa coming up after this. That are usually pretty good to get. It just helps out with the monsters and the bosses. Because those guys get increased stats too, so. Oh, this guy. He ducked. That's alright. Okay, just enough. Yeah, too early. Yeah, goofy attack, but that's alright. And there it goes.
You're hopeless.
Laura looks great. Alright, nothing over here. Okay. Yeah, so here are a couple of things that we're going to see. So for this one, we're going to need another red candle, and it looks like over there we're going to need another one as well. So we will see this a couple of times. Okay, just enough. Nothing right there. Nothing right there. Oh, here we go. Blue flame. Alright, so we got this. Now we can head out, because we need another red flame for that door. Yeah, it's not too bad. Alright, so now we can take this. We can go work on a different section. Yeah, so we'll have to come back for this. And it looked like there was a chest that we could get for that. Alright, so we do have a red one here. Let me wait a second now, because I want to check this blue one here. So just got that blue flame. So Try to be sneaky.
All right, let's go.
Alright, let's try and do a little bit better with Viola here.
Are you catching on yet?
Yeah, so these guys are very symmetrical. It's hard to tell if we're looking at the back of some of them. Because I think for these guys, it doesn't really matter. Yep.
Not much to you, huh?
Yeah, pretty decent experience at this point, though, too. Okay, so here we go. We got a chest. What do we get? Mailed fist. Okay, so I would like to keep this one, but it really depends. Yeah, okay, so if we were fighting light creatures, we would get a plus 60. But I kind of want to keep this one, because this one is still like a base 54, and it has a chance of slowing enemies. So I'm going to keep this one. Yeah, so something to bear in mind with those special light or dark type weapons. You have to think of two different stats. Who you're fighting against, and what the stats are. So if we were fighting dark type monsters, we would only do a plus 10. But if we were fighting light type, we would get that plus 60. So it's definitely something to keep in mind. And here we go. We got a red flame. Alright, so now we're going to take all of these back. Alright, that's it for this spot. Okay, so we still haven't seen a green one yet. We've only seen red and blue. So, now take a look over here. I believe this one has two different doors on the other side of it. One of them leads to a chest, or I think it leads to another door that leads to a chest, and there's a door that goes to the next area. I think the one on this far left here leads to the chest. Oh, there's nothing here. Okay, maybe I was misremembering. Maybe it's a different
Well,
section.
are you ready or what? Let's get started.
Oh, we got that slow effect right there. But it doesn't matter because he's out.
Are you catching on yet?
Yeah, not enough.
Did that scare you?
Yeah, too early. Thought I was going to do that other attack. That's alright. Let me do a little bit of building here. I'm going to go for a heal. Oh, or not.
You're a mess.
Oh, that's fine. Alright, nothing here. I see a door over there. With red. Wait, can I get this one yet? Oh, I can. I do have the door. Alright, let's take a look this way. Alright. Oh, blue flame. Okay, so it might be a different section that has something on the left then, because we tried the first door on the right that was a red, and then the second one on the right was the blue. I think this one is the second one on the left. So we have to double back a little
Let's
bit
go.
near the same point.